Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and I am participating in a collaboration called Canuary, and there's like 18 other channels involved in this collaboration. It was put together by Lisa from SuttonsDaze. I will put a link to her video for this in my description box, but this is going to be fantastic for all of you who love to can, and even the new canners as well. We are going to bring you a canning video every day of the month in January. And not only that, friends, but make sure you watch all the other videos. I will have a list of all the other videos, or excuse me, all the other channels in my description box, so you can go visit each one of them and watch their Canuary video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also make sure to write a comment in there, because at the end of this collaboration, our dear friend Lisa is going to do a drawing. So you will stand a chance to win a 23-quart Presto pressure canner, U.S. residents only. So with all that being said, friends, today we are going to can Sloppy Joe sauce without meat. And this comes from the Ball Blue book. So let's get busy. Okay, friends, so this is what we got to put together our Sloppy Joe mix. There's no meat going in this, by the way. I have finely chopped up 4 peppers, and I got green, yellow, and red peppers, and I got an orange one in there. And then I've got 2 large onions chopped up in here. I've got 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/2 cup of Dijon mustard, 1/2 cup of tomato paste, 4 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of pepper, a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, and 4 cups, and I'm using my home canned crushed tomatoes, 4 cups of crushed tomatoes or tomato sauce. Okay, so now I've got my oven is preheated to 375, and I've got a tray lined with aluminum foil and sprayed with a little spray. And we are going to lay these all out on here, because we're going to roast these for about 20 minutes before we cook anything, okay? And you want to, you want one that's got a little bit of a rim to it, because these are going to be a little juicy, and you're going to use that juice in your recipe as well. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to season this a little bit. Even though I've got seasoning for my sauce, I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there, and I'm going to season with a little bit of pepper. Okay? Just for extra. This is going to go in the oven for 20 minutes, 375 degrees. When this is done and ready to use, we'll be back. Okay, friends, now that this is all done in here, look, it looks nice. We're going to start putting this in our pan. Okay, friends, you see we got all this in our pan. Now, what we're going to add to this is our tomato paste. I've got the burner turned on medium. And we're going to just let this cook together for a few minutes. Let it get in all the vegetables and thicken up a little bit. Okay, friends, we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes, and we're going to stir it quite often so that it doesn't burn. And when this is all done after 5 minutes, I'll bring you back and I'll show you how we put it together. Okay, friends. Now that this has cooked for about 5 minutes, we're going to start adding our ingredients to it. And there goes my 4 cups of tomatoes, my salt, my pepper, my brown sugar, my apple cider vinegar, and my Dijon mustard. Okay, now we're going to mix this all up in here. Mix it really good. And we're going to turn this up just a little bit, because we are going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to gently boil it for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be ready to fill our jars. All right, I'm going to get my jars ready. And after 5 minutes of a gentle boil, I'll bring you back and we'll start filling our jars. Okay, friends, this has been simmering for a good 5 minutes, and we are now ready to can that up. I have got my canner here on the back of the stove. The water's pretty warm in there. So now my jars I just pulled out of the oven, they're a little warm, but they're okay. I just slide this over here, and we're going to fill these jars. And you want a 1/2 inch of headspace. I guess you could put just a little bit more in there. Okay. I'm not sure how many pints I'm going to get out of here, whether it's 4 or 5. There's a good 1/2 inch headspace. Okay, now we are going to debubble our jars. Make sure there's no air pockets in there, because that is what harbors bacteria. It can create siphoning. There. Now we're just going to wipe our rims. And I'm using just a little bit of vinegar on my paper towel. Okay. After that, we are going to center our lids. We are going to put our rings on finger tight. Whew. My jars are still a little bit hot. Okay, and now they're going in the canner. You have to make sure your jars are completely submerged in water. You're going to put the lid on them. And friends, they are going to process for 20 minutes from the time they start to boil. So when the processing time is done, I'll bring you back and show you how beautiful these turn out. Okay, friends, these have processed for 20 minutes. When it was done, I turned the burner off, I took the lid off, I let it set for 5 minutes. Now we're going to take them out of the canner. And look at how gorgeous those turned out. Beautiful. These are going to be so good for a quick meal and such a lovely addition to your pantry. Now you can always double and triple this recipe and make more if you so choose. But this is just the recipe from the Ball Blue book. So there you have it, friends. Is that not gorgeous or what? Give this recipe a try. I hope this has helped you. And thanks for watching.